What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel and we are back with another video. In this video, we're going to be speaking about Saudi Arabia and what the hell is going on in that country at the moment. I'm a little bit ill, do forgive me, but we're still here to rant about Saudi Arabia because what is actually going on at the moment? It's crazy. I mean, you've got players going for 40, 50, 60 million who just aren't worth it. We'll get into them later. They're going for stupid wages and FIFA need to do something about it. I'm fed up of FIFA not taking any action. They need to really sit down and have a look at what they're going to do with Saudi Arabia. Can they take action? We're going to be discussing that in this video. However, before we do get into all of that, please make sure to like the video, comment down below and also subscribe to the channel. Go and follow the TikTok and the Instagram Daniel Talks Football on both. Right, where do we start with this then? I think we'll start with the player transfer fees because this is just stupid. This is inflating everything else in the market to such a high degree that I just simply can't believe what's going on, in all honesty. Let's use Fabinho. Let's use Fabinho as an example. Fabinho is close to sealing a move to a Saudi Arabian club for 40 million. This is then causing a knock-on effect because Southampton are then wanting 45 million for Romeo Lavia, which will then cause a knock-on effect when Southampton are trying to buy players because people know that Southampton have money. Now, it's not unheard of for, players of good value to go for a lot of money as a Championship club. Leicester City, my team, we've sold 2 players for near 40 million this window. But they are 40 million pounds players, and I'm not saying that Lavia isn't. But the fact that Fabinho, a player who isn't worth 40 million by any stretch of the imagination, the fact that he's going for 40 million is just going to inflate all those other transfer fees. You can use so many situations to have a look at this. Malcolm's left Zenit St. Petersburg for 60 million. Now, are Zenit actually going to be able to spend much of that money because of the war happening with Ukraine, with players not wanting to move to Russia? It is unlikely. However, I think Davinson Sanchez has recently rejected. It may have been Zenit actually, just because he didn't want to go because of the issues currently going on between Russia and Ukraine, and that's obviously fair enough. But 60 million for Malcolm, 60. I know he's had a good season. I think it's 23 goals and 7 assists. I want to say that is just off the top of my head. I know he's had a good season. Fine. 60 million. He's not worth it. Jota from Celtic, I think, has moved for 35-40. That must be the biggest export that the Scottish League's ever had. And these are things that could be done by European sides. Of course it is. I mean, I don't think any European side would spend 60 million on Malcolm regardless. But it's crazy. The fact that Saudi Arabia are inflating these transfer fees by so much. You've had reports from journalists who have come out and said Saudi Arabia cannot spend enough. Saudi Arabia have so much money that there is at no point where they will run out of money. That is scary. There are certain players who aren't wanting to move for money, and I respect them. You've seen, Kylian Mbappe already has loads of money, but he's rejected that move to pretty much earn $1 billion in a year. You've seen Odion, whatever it is, Igalo has come out today or yesterday, was it, saying that players who move to Saudi, they're doing it for money. Like, there's no need to sugarcoat it. Any player that goes to Saudi Arabia is doing it for money. Which then you've got to have a look at the sporting integrity of football. And that kind of leads us on to the player point. Players are leaving Europe to just go and get more money. They don't care about their careers, they want the money. That is fair enough. I think as people who will never be in that kind of position, we can't comment on that. It's something that's fair enough. It's something that we probably all would do if we were given the opportunity to. However, how these players who have sort of, grafted their whole life, they can just uproot that and go, no, I'm done. If they're at the end of their careers, I get it. People like Karim Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo, fine. Go to Saudi Arabia, finish there, cool, earn your money. But Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Ruben Neves, Jota, Malcolm. These are people who have careers in Europe if they want them. Callum Hudson-Odoi was getting linked with a move to Saudi Arabia. This is a player that's 100% got a future in England in European competitions. FIFA need to step up and do something here, because football is going to be ruined if this continues going the way it is. I'm sorry to say it, but it is. Football's for everyone, and I understand that. But something needs to be done, because Premier League clubs can't spend as much as the chairmans want to spend because FFP exists. FFP, as far as I know, does not exist in Saudi Arabia. FFP needs to exist in every FIFA league. The issues come, of course, is when Saudi Arabia go, all right, we'll pack up and create a Super League then. Because the reason why the Super League didn't happen for English and European clubs is because the fans said no. Saudi Arabia, by the way, football in Saudi Arabia is such a massive thing. They have big fan bases, but do those fan bases particularly care about playing Al Ettifaq, Al Ittihad, Al Nasser, Al Hilal in the Saudi Arabian League? No. They don't care if it's in the Saudi Arabian League or something completely different, because now those 6 sides that have all the money, I think it's 6 or 7, they're being split off from the rest of that league. The rest of that league will never have a chance ever again. Because how can they compete with the Al Nassers, the Al Hilals? So their fans won't care, so they'll just split off and go somewhere else. Players probably won't care. Yes, okay, cool, ban them from FIFA competitions. They're going to be sitting on billions. Why would they care? FIFA, you need to do something about this. You need to try and stop it, because it's getting to a point now where players will just go. Now, we don't know how this ends. I don't think it ends like China did. I think Saudi Arabia don't care about trying to create new Saudi Arabian players. I don't think they particularly care. So I don't think they're going to put in the rules that China did about the amount of homegrown players you've got to have, all of that kind of stuff. We don't know how this ends, but do players go there for a couple of years and then they come back once they've got all the money? Do they just get one contract offer out there and then they go to themselves, I don't need to accept another one, I've got the money, and coming back? Oscar didn't do that though. Oscar went to China, stayed in China for the time, and now I think he's at Palmeiras, somewhere in Brazil. The scariest part of all of this is, are you going to now have people in England? I've seen people wearing Al Nassr shirts with Ronaldo on the back. I'm sorry, did you know who Al Nassr were a year ago? No. Even I barely knew who Al Nassr were. Nobody knew, nobody cared. Yet now you're going to have kids growing up saying, I don't want to play for Liverpool, I want to play for Al Nassr. I want to play for Al Hilal. I want to play for Al Ettifaq. No offence, but what the fuck is that? That's good. What the fuck are we going to do? Because you can't have kids growing up in England saying they want to play for these kind of clubs. These clubs don't mean anything. They never have. Yes, football's for everyone. You saw that in the World Cup. Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure they were the team. The day after they beat Argentina, the president, whoever it is who's in charge, gave them a bank holiday to celebrate. Great. But are we seriously now going to have children growing up in England going, I want to play for Al Nassr. Al Hilal are my team. I support Al Hilal. That's scary. FIFA needs to do something about this, and quick, because I could see this getting out of hand, because at the moment, what stops them? But yeah, thank you all for watching this video. Please do comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.